let the games begin. You guys in my corner? Here to find the comedy in my errors are two friends of mine. Please welcome co-host of The Kitchen, Katie Lee, and actor Jason Biggs. Welcome. Jason and I know each other pretty well.
Yeah, we first ran into each other in New York, then in LA right after that.
The momentum between us is unbelievable.
Honestly, we can't be kept apart, Bobby.
Well, you have a veteran here. Katie roams these kitchens and messes with me constantly.
You make it so easy, though, Bobby.
All right, what do you guys have tonight?
You may think that you have a handle on Mexican flavors, but our first contender is here to show you how they're really done. Here's Executive Chef David Vargas.
He was named 30 under 30 by Forbes magazine. Please welcome restaurateur Sam Gorenstein.
David, Sam, welcome. Katie and Jason are dying for one of you to beat me, but you first need to go through each other. I'm gonna give you 20 minutes to make a single ingredient the star of your dish, and that ingredient is rock shrimp.
I hardly ever work with rock shrimp, but I'm not scared of it.
It's right down my alley. I know exactly what I'm gonna be making.
Have you worked with rock shrimp before?
Have you?
See, he's getting flubbed up.
Oh, take it easy, Katie.
It's hard when you get that old.
What'd she say?
What did she say?
Back to business. 20 minutes on the clock. Go.
Hey, David, I heard that you were doing a bit of an experiment.
Yeah, just kind of having some fun with this.
Yeah, this is only a big-time national cooking show.
Yeah.
But totally, improvise away, my man, have fun. But are you worried about Sam?
Yeah, he's a phenomenal chef.
Because I asked Sam that same question, and he was like, no.
I doubt that.
No, really, that's actually what he said. You have 5 minutes to go.
What'd you see over there?
David has these very large pieces of avocado and tomato. He's cut the rock shrimp even smaller. So how featured are they really going to be?
Yeah.
I asked Sam about the marinade, and he actually said having it in the citrus too long will overdo it.
We'll cook it. 2 minutes to go.
Now I'm ready to mix my sauce with the shrimp. I add raw onions for a crunch, the cilantro, and the Fresno peppers, and I'm ready to go.
While I'm waiting for the rock shrimp to cook, I finish off my tomato and avocado with chopped chives and olive oil.
30 seconds to go.
My crispy shallots, a little bit overcooked. I don't have time to restart a new batch, so I put them on top. Then I garnish with some jalapenos for that extra kick.
I make sure there's plenty of guanciale and the shrimp on the dish.
10, 9, 8.
And then I finish it off with watercress and the vinaigrette.
3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year's!
Jason and I came here tonight to find a chef that can beat Bobby.
And it's all gonna come down to what you guys did with this rock shrimp to make it the star of your dish. Chef Sam, tell us what you made.
So I made rock shrimp ceviche with crispy shallots.
There's a really nice texture on that shrimp. However, the shallots maybe just a little bit overcooked, so there's a bitterness that's starting to come through. But overall, it was a very good dish.
Thank you.
My first thought was, oh, is this gonna be too spicy? But the spice has settled in really nice. If there's any flavor I think that's overdoing it, it's the raw shallots. Those could have maybe been left out because the cooked shallots are enough already. With the time constraints here, I didn't think that you would be able to let it marinate for a little bit. Turns out you know what you're doing when it comes to ceviche, and I do not. You should come when I'm filming and critique my acting. I'll totally take your advice, too. Really, any help I can get, actually. Because right now I'm at Beat Bobby Flay, so... It's a very good dish, thank you.
David, what did you make?
I made a rock shrimp, tomato, and avocado salad with a guanciale vinaigrette.
There's a nice saltiness from that guanciale, and that's a great combo with shrimp. Perhaps a little heavy-handed on the oil because there's a lot of fat from the avocado, but all in all, really tasty.
David, this is a very flavorful dish. The shrimp is cooked perfectly. My biggest concern is that every bite that I took, it was basically like I was eating a different dish. Sometimes it would just be avocado, and then the next bite would be tomato and the shrimp. I wasn't able to get everything going at the same time, but this is a really solid dish.
Jason and I need to discuss who we think has the best shot of beating Bobby based on these two dishes.
Sam's rock shrimp really stood out in the dish, but David did something a little bit more unusual, so we'll see what happens.
Well, she tried to kiss me. That was weird. The ring is right there.
This is the story of my adult life.
Okay, well, Katie and I have discussed. The chef that will be moving forward is Chef Sam.
It was meant to be a rustic dish. I just don't think they knew exactly what I was going for. But I still get to go home to a very successful business and a beautiful family.
Congratulations. Good job.
Sam, we felt like you had a good understanding of flavor. Just remember that everything counts when you go up against Bobby.
Sam, congratulations.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us what we're cooking? What's your signature dish?
My signature dish is a seafood burrito.
I'm down for a seafood burrito.
So, because Bobby insists that we play fair, Katie and I cannot be the judges.
Instead, we've got 3 food experts who are going to do a blind taste test.
You'll have 45 minutes, and your time starts now.
Bobby, you just poisoned Jason.
I would call poison control. Do you have a wipe or anything, Bobby? That's fine. I'll get one. Don't worry.
Thanks.
You're busy, I think.
So I'm taking the red snapper out of the fryer. It's nice, crispy, and then I'm gonna start assembling my burritos. I'm using flour tortillas, and I'm gonna start with the rice in the bottom, the tomatoes, cheese, the cilantro sprigs, corn, and then lastly, I'm gonna add the snapper.
2 minutes on the clock.
Here, Bobby has just taken rock shrimp out, so now we have another shellfish.
I got inspired by round 1, so I'm gonna fry some up separately to use as a garnish.
He's trying to, like, overly prove himself.
Right?
I'm on my 3rd burrito, and I forgot that the pickled onions needed to go inside the burrito. So I improvised and add them to my plantains, and hopefully no one realizes.
Less than 30 seconds.
The red chili sauce is on the plate. Then I take the seafood burrito, put it on top of the sauce, and then some of the rock shrimp. Tomatillo sauce, pickled onion, crema, cilantro.
Sam, is everything on that plate? Hurry.
So I slice the burrito in half
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7,
and get them on the plate with a lime wedge to squeeze right on top of that burrito.
3, 2, 1. Bobby, Sam, congratulations on a job well done. Now we're gonna meet our judges.
First up, the chef owner of Fonda in New York City, Roberto Santibañez. The senior food editor at BuzzFeed, Alison Roman. And the owner of Ed's Lobster Bar, Ed McFarland. Judges, please start with the first burrito in front of you.
So it's not looking like a traditional burrito to me. There is no beans in this, but the taste of the spicy green sauce is perfect. The fish is cooked really well. However, the coconut rice inside is extremely strange to me and kind of masks the flavor of the fish.
Everything was really well seasoned. I loved this like acidic, spicy situation happening here with the plantains. I loved the pickled shallots. I wish it just had it inside the burrito because a burrito should really stand alone.
The red snapper was cooked very well. Even inside the burrito it was still crispy. But the rice was a shock to me. I'm not used to sweet rices inside burritos, but it was very good overall.
Judges, if you'll please switch your plates.
It was a nice technique to mix the different seafoods together. The beans give it a more traditional feel. However, it definitely needed some more salt.
I loved the amount of seafood in it, but the rock shrimp was unnecessary because the inside had so much going on. And I loved the pickled shallots on top, but my main concern was the tortilla itself. This one over here was beautifully charred, and mine felt like it was straight out of the package.
I love the play of the 2 sauces, the red and the green. I think that's something that touched my heart, very Mexican. But you're eating so much inside a big tortilla that everything needs to be a little bit more highly seasoned.
All right, judges, there can only be one winner, so do your thing.
Obviously, coconut jasmine rice is not your common rice, but on my book, it's a winning combination.
I think I might have tried adding too many elements at the expense of the seasonings. But Sam really went for it with the coconut rice, might be too adventurous.
The judges have voted.
And the winner is Chef Sam.